All right, boys. So we just wrapped up the week. Obviously, you can see March 2nd to March 8th, and the total for the week, $125,000 in cash collected. Obviously, a great start, for this new offer that we are on. And you can see me and my boy Rick, which I will show later in this video. We did exactly the same cash collected somehow, $62,700 each, at a, let me see, 90% show rate and an 85% close rate. Now I don't know, how experienced you guys are or what you guys know about the space, but those numbers are insane. A 90% show rate, 85% close rate is literally disgusting. It's double the industry average. I don't know what the industry average is, but it's crazy, right? So in this video, obviously, I'm gonna show you guys some more results of kind of how I actually had a 100% close rate yesterday, which was Saturday. I'll show you guys those results, and then obviously spit some sauce on how you can actually, improve your show rate and your close rate. So let's get into the video. All right, but before we get into the video, I just want to introduce myself because obviously this is a pretty new channel for anybody who doesn't know me. My name is Jake. I'm an appointment setter. I work in high ticket sales online. So think like any, influencer that sells programs, courses, mentorships, anything like that. Whenever they make a post and people sign up, for that course, I'm the one dialing them, seeing if they have the money to buy, seeing if they want the product. And then from there, I just get them on a call with the closer. They do their job. We all get paid. So that's pretty much a rundown of what I do. And like I said in this video, I'm going to show you guys kind of not my entire process, but something that I have implemented in my sales process that actually caused me to have a 100% close rate yesterday and a 100% show up rate as well with the other setter. So let's get into the video. All right, so before we get into some sauce, I just want to introduce my boy Rick. Obviously, we are the two setters on that new launch. I just showed him some stats, Rick, from the week. Kind of just give me a rundown. I mean, how do you feel like it went? What do you feel like, kind of helped you actually get to that 62K cash collected just like I did?
Bro, getting to that 62K, it was really just watching your inputs, bro. Just watch your inputs, listen to your old calls, see what you're doing wrong. Always ask questions. Always ask questions. I want to shout out Benny because he really gave us the fucking tools, the knowledge, and the framework to get this shit done. And he gave us the opportunity to be in the position we're in, bro.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, what do you... My bad.
Trying to get into this, you're good. Anybody that's trying to get into this, bro, you just have to keep working. Even if you don't see results for a long time, bro, for a whole month straight. You have to keep working and know that you will get better.
I got two questions for you, bro. So first, what do you feel like the best 3 inputs to track are?
The best 3 inputs? Who contacted, which is the people who are responding.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of dials you're actually making, of course, the typical ones, and the quality. What's really important is show rate.
Yep.
Show rate.
That's what we just talked about.
Yep. Show rate will tell you if you're dog shit or if you're so, track show rate, and you will literally just become so much better, bro. If you can improve your show rate, you're fucking green.
Sir. And my second question, bro. So you did 62.7 this week, right? We tied. What was your cash collected before this week?
Before this week? Before this week, guys, my cash collected was $850, and $500 of that was a dono from winning a spin the wheel. So $350 cash collected on my own.
Bro.
That just goes to show that anything's fucking possible, bro.
That's crazy.
Keep working.
And just for people who don't know, bro, so you did 62.7. What was your cut out of that, bro? In a week.
Cut out of that 31.35.
Yes, sir. And guys, I'm just gonna give y'all some more context. I'm not saying this to brag. Obviously, I have not made it yet. There's still a long way to go. But the reason that I'm even making these videos is just for you guys to see my progress. Because if you go back on my other videos, you can see that I had no progress. For example, Rick, his was even crazier. He had $850 cash collected before this. I had 10K lifetime, and I was setting for a month. I made $500 my first month, and I just ran up 3 bands in a week. So I'm not saying this to brag or anything like that, but it just goes to show how possible it is and you just obviously have to find the right opportunity, but also be ready for that opportunity. Like, I'm sure there's people who view my stories, view my YouTube videos, and they kind of, they just think I got lucky or something along the lines of that. But in reality, I've been grinding, learning how to appointment set since November. I've been, just trying to be the best person I could and looking for the opportunity, right? So preparation on my end met opportunity with somebody else's, and shout out to Benny. And then, I got lucky. Like, it's that simple. So luck is not real in this game. Just keep getting better, and eventually you'll find the opportunity, and you will be able to kind of, see the results that we just saw, and obviously grow from there, okay? Because we're not up yet. But anyways, that's going to wrap up this clip. We'll get into some more results from yesterday, and then I'm going to give you guys some sauce as well. All right, guys, before I show the results for yesterday, because obviously that's the main topic of this video, if you haven't already, go check out my video that I posted the other day. It's like 32K in a day as a SDR or some shit. But that will actually show the first day on this launch, which was obviously insane. So go check that out because obviously the results are crazy. But as far as yesterday goes, we had a great day. I'm going to turn the camera around real quick and show you guys the results. So yesterday we did 10K as a team. Personally, I did 8K in cash collected. Obviously you see my name right there. But this is the crazy part that I wanted to show you guys. 100% show rate, 100% close rate, 2.6K per call closed. Which obviously, like, or not obviously if you don't know the industry, but that like blows industry standards out of the water. Like 100% show rate is insane. And there's one thing that I've been doing that has actually improved my show rate, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But what I call it is the next day method. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the camera so I can actually talk you guys through this. But yeah, you guys are going to want to hear that, so let's get into it. All right, so to get into the important part of this video for any setters out there, this is the sauce section, I guess you could call it. But anyways, just to give you guys some context, I did 8K cash collected. That was off 3 sets yesterday, and the crazy part is that they were all next days, and we still had a 100% show rate. Which, by the way, if you guys don't know, a set that is made in the same day has a much higher chance of getting closed just because the prospect is still in like an emotional state of wanting to buy the product and they can't sleep on the price, right? So that's the biggest thing. So whenever you have a next day set, usually they're not as likely to close just because they have time to sleep on it and think about it and all those other things out there. But this one thing that my mentor Benny taught me is called the next day method. Literally saved my show rate because literally the day before this on Friday, I had 2 no-shows in a row and then a terrible set that I didn't realize was a bad set because I'm still new to this. So I literally dry streaked on Friday and then I came back on Saturday because of this one method. So the next day set method, it's very simple. All you want to do is not tell the prospect the price if you know you're going to set them for the next day. So let's say you're making calls, from 9 a.m. to like 3. For the most part, you're going to try and get those in same day. So you are going to fully qualify them. You're going to ask them what their budget is. If they ask you what the budget is, you're going to give them a range, yada, 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 right? I'm looking at my clock to visualize the time. But anything in the third quarter of the day, you want to go ahead and use the next day method. So to use the next day method, you're going to do the same exact process as you do regularly, right? So you're going to do your whole discovery, but then instead of getting to the qualifying stage and actually qualifying the prospect, you literally just skip that part. And you go straight down to, for my framework, it's actually figuring out what they need help with after the discovery. And then from there, I go ahead and book them. So what you're going to want to do is obviously figure out everything, make sure that they need the product. And then from there, you're like, okay, well, what time works for you to meet with one of the coaches? I don't have any times today, but what about tomorrow? You find a time that works for them tomorrow, and then you book that, right? And then obviously you're going to call them in the morning about an hour before that meeting, and then that's when you qualify them. Because these people, I'm telling you, you use this method, you'll wake up to text message being like, yo, are we still good for that meeting at 11? And they're asking you if you're still good because they haven't thought about the price yet, right? So that's the next day method. Don't tell the prospect the price until an hour before the meeting, and then you qualify them. And if they're DQ'd, yeah, it sucks. Kind of read the room, right? If they're 16 years old and they're not working a job, don't use the next day method. It's not going to work. But if you're talking to like somebody that you can tell is qualified, then obviously this method is going to work for the most part. So pretty much just to sum things up, I know I'm probably going in circles right now, but yeah, if you're in the fourth quarter of the day, don't qualify, set the appointment, and then qualify them an hour before. That's how you get 100% show up rate. That's how I did that. 3 for 3 on the day, 8K cash collected, $400 to my pocket, and I was at college parties and clubbed all night, and that's why I sound the way I do right now. And I didn't have to worry about it because I knew my sets were going to show up. I didn't have any more leads to call. So that's like, it's literally that simple. Do that one thing. I'm not saying that it's going to increase your show rate to 100%, but if your show rate's at 60%, it might bump it up to 80. So with that being said, that pretty much wraps up the video. Like I said, go check out my video from the other day if you haven't already. That's a great vlog. If you guys do think you would be good at appointment setting, in my opinion, the only like 3 things, I guess I don't have it planned out, but the only 3 things that you might need to do or be to actually be a good appointment setter: work ethic, you can listen to people, and you have time. Like, that's literally it. Or I mean, you can talk, right? So as long as you can talk to people, you're an extrovert, you have time during your day, and you're motivated, and you're actually going to listen to coaching, become a setter, and you can make 3K in a week, just like I did. Like, anybody can do this. I'm not saying you are going to do it right away. It takes time to find the right opportunities, but you can do it just like I did. I'm just a regular ass kid, college student, community college, you know, played football in high school. Like, it's not that deep. Like, I'm not a sales guy. I wasn't born into sales, right? So yeah, pretty much, if you think you would be good at this, go ahead and shoot me a DM on my Instagram. It's going to be in the description. Shoot me a DM and be like, yo, I think I would be good at this, and I can help you actually, you know, with this entire process, because obviously it's not the kind of thing where you just go on LinkedIn and, you know, you apply for a job and you have your resume. It's not like that, right? It's all about networking and knowing people in the space that you can get on good offers. So with that being said, go ahead and shoot me a DM if you feel like you would be good on this. Comment, like, subscribe, all that, whatever, you know, get my engagement up so I can get some more views. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.